again, it's a privilege to compete for the title. North Carolina, impressive. Impressive team, really. Just as I've had a chance to really dial into them and look at all phases of the game, this is a complete football team, and that's why they're a champion. They've won 11 straight, and I think this is a great matchup. I really do. Looking at their offense, first of all, they're all back. I think they lost one player off of last year's team. So everybody's back. They've got good depth. There's really not a weakness when you look at their offense. There really isn't. They've got a dynamic quarterback that can throw it and run it. They're good up front. They've got speed and skill all over the field with the backs and the tight ends and the receivers. So this is a complete offense, so this is a great matchup. There's no question about it. Got some playmakers. They scored 35 points on us last year, and we had a pretty good group. They hit 3 big plays on us. Little number 3 had 2 touchdowns on jailbreak screens, just fast and ran away from us. They had a big 3rd and 1, about a 75-yard play action pass on us. That number 13 is as fast a guy as we've seen all year. He can fly. So he went up and mossed, McKenzie last year in the end zone, just went up and took it right over the top of his head. Got great ball skills. So they're an explosive group and a ton of big plays. And the reason they've had so much success, like us, is they're very balanced. And, when you can have that type of balance in your offense with great skill, then you're a problem for people. And so very similar to us in a lot of ways offensively. But they were that last year too. The biggest difference for them is the defense. I think Coach Chizik has done an incredible, and he's a finalist for the Bulls Award too, and he should be. He has done an incredible job. They've got an excellent scheme. They've not given up near the big plays that they gave up last year. They've created a ton of turnovers, a ton. They mix up their coverages with a lot of between their 4-man and cover 2s and their when they bring their one high pressures, a lot of press. They're confident with their press technique outside. Do a great job involving their safeties in the run game. So just very sound with their scheme, very sound fundamentally in what they're doing over there. So impressive. And then special teams, why is that little number 3 he's dangerous. He can change a game with one touch on punt return. So, and then they got Logan back there on kick returns, him and 21, I believe. So this is again a complete football team. There's a reason why they've won 11 in a row. They're the coastal champion, and there's a reason why we've won a bunch in a row too. And so I think this is great for the ACC to have a matchup like this in our conference championship game. 2 great champions sell out. Just looking forward to going up to Charlotte and being a part of it and competing our butts off for the title. 4 quarters away from being the ACC champion, and that's what we're dialed in on. The other thing I would say is we're going to have a pizza party on Sunday. That's going to happen, and it's this thing kind of took on a life of its own somehow, but. It's kind of hard to plan, for a pizza party when you don't really know the out. You can't just have a pizza party if you win the game because you're not going to really know that till midnight or 1 in the morning. That's a lot of dough. As the season has played out, the important thing I think for everybody, regardless of whether we win or lose the game Saturday night, this team deserves to be celebrated. It really does. And so we're going to have a pizza party. And Joe Galbraith and them boys, they'll all get you they'll get you the details of the time. Obviously, if we win the game, we know we're going to be in the Final Four, and I think that show starts at like noon, and so they'll open the stadium. We're going to have the DJ. We're going to have a heck of a time, and we're going to celebrate this team and celebrate our next destination in the postseason. If we don't win the game, We're still going to be in one of those New Year's Six bowls, which is an incredible accomplishment. Whether we win the game or lose the game, it's not going to make me feel any less about or any better about this football team. This team right here is special, and it has been great to be a part of it. And I know we're going to go play, our best 4 quarters of the season Saturday night, and hopefully that's good enough to win. But regardless of the outcome, man, there's going to be a celebration on Sunday. If we're not in the Final Four, I think the show for the rest of the Big Six starts at like 3 o'clock. So they'll announce when all that stuff's going to happen. But Papa John's has stepped up big time, and they're all in, and they're really helped us out in being a part of this. So everybody's going to get some pizza, and concessions are open, and let's have a great time. Like I said, this team, win or lose Saturday, they deserve to be celebrated. They really do, because it has been an amazing season watching these guys play, and can't wait to compete with them one more time. So put that on your calendar. Pizza party, TBA on the time. Will be announced about 1:30 a.m. Saturday night. So we'll look forward to that.